What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the final episode of this season of I'm Standing on a Million Lives. This one's titled A Murderous Summer, and I assume we're going to be spending more time in the real world now, based on the revelations that we discussed in last week. And I do say this season of I'm Standing on a Million Lives because this has been renewed for Season 2. Or I think it's more accurate to say that when they got this anime on the ground, or out... yeah, whenever this anime took off, they had already pre-planned a second season. I'm 90% certain that would be the case, because they want this second season to air in July, which is summer 2021, which means it's a two-season break between these episodes, which, honestly, I have a lot more to say of the show now, knowing that possibility. I will save that for the afterthoughts, because I'll be reviewing the show as a whole a little bit in the afterthoughts. I don't want to go too in-depth with my reviews, because I don't feel like I'm that qualified of a reviewer. I don't think that's my strength. I'm very good at on-the-spot perceptions and picking things up like that. I'm not so good in like long format reviews and taking an entire series into context and things like that. I think that's my weaker point of being a reactor. But yeah, my opinions of this show have kind of changed a lot, knowing that there is a season 2 coming. I do have hopes for it, and I'll discuss more of that in the end. But this time, we just learned that this is not a virtual world. This is a parallel world. Where we are virtual in that parallel world, but the world itself is all real, but we ourselves are more virtual since we have like the game mechanics and such. What was the name of that girl? Do we actually have her name listed here in the character section? Probably not. No, of course we don't. There's only this main 6. But there was that girl that came and picked up Yuka after she had the strength to continue on thanks to her favorite anime and all that. That intro scene was weird, dragged on a bit too long to convey a very simple backstory message that could have been explained much quicker. And honestly, knowing that that OP thing or whatever, and the music or something to do that is being sold as extra merchandise, this show is a cash grab. Like, I know anime is a promo tool to promote manga and light novel sales and therefore boost popularity and make more money. I get that, but this show is taking that a stretch too far, really. Like, they're promoting merch in episodes, and then they and as soon as the episode finishes airing, apparently they had an advert for the CD of that Matcha Forever nonsense. So they're really trying to rake in money with this show, and it's honestly a little much now. Okay, like, you've already had, what was it, like, this show had got like, or the manga got like an 11 times uptick in sales, I think, or something ridiculous like that. Like, it had a huge popularity spike in Japan, so I feel like they're really trying to cash in on it. And Season 2, I bet, is going to do the exact same. If it's going to be the same studio animating it, and it's going to be the same ideas, I'm sure it's not going to change too much. But anyway, yes, we now have to deal with the fact that we have killed real people now, which is kind of how Yusuke has been kind of, or Yotsua, has been kind of playing it off and not been too caring. He's like, oh, it's all virtual anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter. I wonder... He obviously seemed He kind of seemed a bit traumatized towards the end there. But he's going to have to figure all this out in the real world. Or their real world. Because that's still a real... Parallel worlds get fucky, alright? But I don't think he'll take long to get over it. But at least it doesn't seem like he's going to take long to get over it. I feel like that's a more interesting thing to explore and spend a lot more episodes on than dragging out the 4th quest, but whatever. Knowing that they've got a Season 2, they just didn't want to end in the middle of the 5th quest, which really doesn't make any more sense. But anyway, I'll discuss Season 2 later. Yeah, we're going to contend with the fact that it's a real world and we're killing real people, and how he's going to deal with that. I don't think we're going to start anything too special. We might introduce the 5th character into our main party, although I don't know about that. God, this is going to become... Like, if this show went through its natural conclusion, you'd have a cast of 10 characters by the finale. That's quite a big main party to have, 10 people. Like, normally these main adventure parties, 4 is a good number. You might have, like, 6 or 7, like, having 9 main cast members, that's idol show territory normally, to have 10 mains. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adapt with that, but next season's going to just have 5 probably, maybe a 6th if they get 2 quests out. But yeah, I'll save the rest of my thoughts for the end. I'm just going to watch this episode just so I can say with certainty what I want to say. I'm not expecting much here, except Yotsua maybe having a bit of a moment and then kind of getting over it relatively quickly. Because why should he care about the lives of other people? Like, his life's on the line, right? If he doesn't do these things, he dies. His entire group dies. And a group that he's starting to get along with and actually have somewhat of a social friend group that he can kind of stick with for an extended period of time. I think he's going to get over this relatively quickly. Judging by the character that I think he is, and has kind of been established over time, with some decent development on his end. So I assume it won't take him long to kind of reason himself with it. Like, not accept it, not be like, oh yeah, I'm a murderous psychopath now. He's not going to go that route, I don't think. I think he's just going to acknowledge, like, you do what's going to be done. Like, if you got to kill someone to get the greater good, you kill someone. At least that's where I expect his character to go. But anyway, spoke long enough. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see time for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. Now on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we will be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since that's who's licensed it this season. We have no logos or anything to start with. We're just straight into the episode. And yeah, you can also use screen flash on my face or mic to tell when the season's transitioning, just to help you sync up a little bit. And with all that said, let's get into the final episode of this season, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, not virtual. Parallel world. Which means you've killed real people. Yeah, you did. We're back in the real world. Oh boy. Yeah. But not to the point of wanting them dead, I guess. But now that you've actually done it... OP time? OP time. Well, he seems to be dealing with it in his own way, I guess, right now. He's coping, I suppose. Curious to see how his interactions with the group go, and with just normal people after this. I actually think there's a really good character development possibility here. If they were still in the virtual world, at least, and he learned of it in the virtual world before leaving, I think he could really talk to Caravel about that, right? I feel like that would be an interesting character interaction. Murderous Summer. Not really. He's definitely improved. Mm-hmm. I feel like it did. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Part of what their plan ended up being. Well, obviously. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Every time. What's it gonna say? Oh shit. Wow. Okay, Game Master. Okay. This got a little interesting. Almost certainly. But the possibility, it was all laid out for you to think that way. Once you made the choice, he set out the choice. And remember, parallel worlds. Every choice is played out. Wait, what? That's the game master? Wait, what? Yep. What's going on here? Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. Who's it gonna be? Are we going to actually meet them this time? Oh boy. Hmm. 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 Oh, there's a job roulette. Interesting. 0.5% chance for some of the random jobs. What? Hmm. Okay. Oh shit. Toriketa, okay. Wait, how? How's the 14-year-old going to be involved? Hmm. Hmm. Oof. Oof. So yep, game abilities transferring to the real world. Okay. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Not even heard of that name. Oh shit. What? Was it like a Glover blasting or something? Oh. Oh ho ho. Okay. Holy shit. The show got way more interesting, I'll be honest. Why do they never take the gun from people when they knock them out like that? I've noticed it in a lot of Yakuza games as well. Oof. Okay. Hmm. Indeed. How'd that make you feel? Oh, asking the question again now after saving someone from being killed. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah. Aha. Okay. Fair. I don't know if I would call that a success. Uh. Okay. Okay. I like the way they spun that. Okay. That helps out a lot, actually. Mm-hmm. Because I'll work harder in the parallel world to come back. Hmm. Yeah, it is. Okay. He's very neutral in that regard. Okay. Wow, okay. Burger Prince, okay. I mean, today we'll be bathing a hedgehog? Okay. Show that, please. Please show the hedgehog getting bathed. I want to see that. That's cute. They're purposely not going to show it, god damn it. Not a single shot of the TV as they. Okay. God damn it, I want to see the hedgehog getting clean. Ah. Yes. Hmm. Well, we're getting close. I don't think he says that at all. He acknowledges it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who are you indeed? Just some kids. Yep. He's fully aware of how selfish he is. It's with the highly pixelated view there. Anyway, where is your justice? Okay. Interesting. I think we got after credits though. Yep, we have after credits. I don't know what that's going to consist of, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Honestly, that was one of my favorite episodes of the show. I think. It wasn't the highest hurdle in the world to clear, but I think that's still one of my favorite episodes of the show. Hey, now he's in there. Okay. All right. Post credits. Newsflash. Is this gonna be like a season 2 announcement or something? Is that all it's gonna be? This feels like a season 2 trailer. Yeah. What? Okay. Yana, are you? What is this trailer? Bucknated edition? What? Okay. That was a bizarre trailer for season 2. I think one of the most bizarre. But then, this whole show is bizarre in its own weird way, so I'm not too surprised. Okay. Mark that as complete. There we go. First show of the season done. That is the very first show of the season that is that's been completed on the channel for this season. Okay, so I enjoyed that episode much more than previous episodes, I think, for certain. I liked going into his head there for how he felt about this whole situation. I liked the fact that the Game Master existed in this world to pose those questions. And the answers he gave were very interesting. His views on human value. He's aware just how selfish he's being. He's just fighting for his own justice. That may or may not be right, but he doesn't care. He's always done it. He's going to continue to do it. I like that in his character. I think it really does help build him as a character. And linking it back into how his interactions with these people lead to the quest succeeding, and the character's desire to want to be able to return to the world. Because, like, if you were to go into a virtual world and not care for coming back, why would you care if you died in the virtual world? Or parallel, I should say. I misspoke every single time on that. Yeah, what difference would it really make other than time frame, really? Especially if you didn't have much of a choice. It's like, would you put yourself out that much and risk your life that much just to return to a world you didn't care about? I don't know. Like, if he was, like, imagine this. What if Yotsuba was the first person to be picked for the quest? Would he bother? Would he bother trying to get back to that previous world? Maybe just to keep himself alive, he might do it? I feel like that's the only reason he would, though. He wouldn't want to do it for any other reason than just his own personal survival. But, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, season 2, huh? Here's what annoys me. July premiere, okay, two core break, so about 6 months. You can't make an anime in 6 months. The production of this show would have been established way earlier. Like, way earlier. So, in all likelihood, when they were planning season 1, they probably had an idea they were going to do a season 2. And probably had some groundwork laid on that. If that was the case, I can't confirm that right now, but if that was the case, the fact that they've paced this show the way they did kind of irks me. Because they've been trying to fit into the 12-episode format and not go into quest number 5 by the looks of things, which apparently is where things start to pick up a little bit for this show, so I'm going to trust that people are being honest and saying, oh, that no, quest 5 onwards, the original source material actually kind of picks up and really hits the ground running. I'm going to trust you guys on that. Because obviously we're going to watch season 2. I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, this may not be the most fantastic show I've ever watched, and I may come across as very harsh on it, especially particular characters, but at the end of the day, I'm still watching it. Like, I complain about it, but I'm still watching, so it's done the bare minimum to keep me watching, which is something. And as you guys know, a show which is below a 6, I don't watch. At least in my own personal view of what I think is a 6, I don't watch. So this show's at least got a 6, and I think it's going to do a little better than that. It might be one of the lower ranked ones this season when they get round to it, but I just think the pacing of dragging out this 4th quest for as long as they did was just not great. Like, they could have dragged out the 4th quest. They could have dragged out Yotsuya's own moral dilemma with killing. I feel like if they stretched that one out a little bit more, I wouldn't have been as mindful. But the way they stretched out that quest was, it just didn't sit well with me. When did Quest 4 officially start? What episode was that? I'm trying to find it. It's episode 3. Wow, really? So pretty much the entire story. Yeah, that's I think might be one of the more problematic things. I feel like they rushed Quest 3 way too much. Like I know Quest 3 wasn't really that big of a deal, but still they stretched Quest 4 all the way out, like so much. I think that was their own pacing problems. And I think if they could have done all 24 episodes in full continuation, I think you would have avoided that problem in its entirety. And I think even if you did a split core, like this is technically a split core show, even though it's a 2-core break. But if you made it just a 1 month, 1 core split, I think you could have eliminated those problems. Is it so bad that you have to end with the new character introduction for Quest 5? Did you have to make that choice? I understand why they want to. It makes logical sense to end with Quest 4 and be like, Quest 5 is the next part, you know? But I don't know if that was the correct decision for the overall pacing. For those of you, well, I was going to say for those of you who will be binging this in the future, going straight from episode 1 through to episode 24, or 25, I don't know how much the second season's going to have yet. I assume just another 12. I would say that binging it might come across better, but I don't know if that's necessarily true because the pacing issues exist by the episodes and how nothing really happens for a little bit. That's a bit of an interesting one. I am looking forward to Season 2, just on the assumption that Quest 5 might pick up a bit. But my overall impression of the show is just average. Like, there's nothing really standout amazing about it. The characters are okay. I will give credit to Yotsuya for having some actual meaningful development over the course of the series. Iu and Kasue, I like their characters, and I like the way they've given them the little bits of backstory that they've got. Yuka, I think it's plainly obvious how I feel already, and that's still not changed. I don't think it will. The story so far has been basic but serviceable. I'm not going to talk shit on it. I mean, it's done what it needs to do. The animation quality is not the highest. Who was doing this again? It was Maho Film. They're doing By the Grace of the Gods. Yeah. I hope Maho Film. Well, not with a 6-month turnaround, they're not. I'm hoping Maho Film can improve in future projects and improve that animation quality and, you know, like, find a style for them that's more unique. Because, like, this style and this, like, level of animation works great for By the Grace of the Gods. Like, it just fits that type of show because it's a fluffy, non-intense show. But, like, with this, they're trying to do some slightly darker things. They're trying to include more adventure and combat. And the art style just doesn't mesh with it that well. So I think you kind of need to up it a little bit to make it work. I think that might help it along a little bit. But, I mean, you can make an anime as good looking as you want. It doesn't help if you have glaring character and story problems. I mean, Sword Art Alicization can't prove that. Like, Alicization, the artwork and sound design on that is absolutely beautiful. I love that. But it didn't hook me enough with the story for me to keep watching. And one day I will go back to rewatch Sword Art. I do plan to rewatch the entirety of Sword Art from start to finish one day. It's just I hate the fact that the what is the new Sword Art project? The new one that covers Aincrad but from different perspective. What was that called? Progressive? Yeah, Progressive. Why is that a film? Why does it have to be a film? Why couldn't it have been a series? That's perfect series material, but no, they make it a film. God damn it. I'm annoyed by that, but whatever. I wouldn't have minded Progressive as a full anime arc. That would have been great. Give me 24 episodes of Sword Art Online Progressive. That would actually solve a lot of people's problems with, I think, the original 12, 14, whatever, how many episodes that arc encompassed as the original. Yeah, it's just box standard average. I'll look forward to season 2 just to see if the quests pick up. I'm not afraid to drop it if it doesn't pick up and it kind of continues along in the same way, but I don't think that's likely. I think it'll do just fine, based on what I've seen here and where I think they're going to go with it. So, yeah, I think that just about wraps it up. First show of the season complete. We've got 2 more this season, today even, to complete. With Tonikawa, which I'm just about to go watch now, which I don't want to end. I want to keep watching that. And we've also got Wandering Witch, Wandering Witch. I may be pushing that one to tomorrow. It all depends. I'm low on time today, and I'm tired, so I don't want to have a terrible reaction. I'd rather keep the reaction quality high if it means pushing it back a day, so we'll see, but I'll get through as many of today's shows as possible, because I want to watch every possible anime show I can, so we'll see. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. Leave a like if you did, as per usual. Leave me your comments on what you thought of the series as a whole now, as well as this specific episode and how it tied in. Are you excited for Season 2 as well? Will you be watching Season 2, or do you think you've had your fill with this show? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will be rating this show, as well as all the other fall 2020 shows, towards the end of the month, probably beginning of January, since the last show of the season, I believe, is Noblesse on Thursday the 31st. That's when I'm putting up my video. So sometime after that, I think early January, I'll be doing a review of every single show, putting them in a tier ranking, and then I'll probably do an end-of-year tier ranking with every single show I've watched this year, starting from winter 2020 all the way up to fall. So stay tuned for those sorts of things. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see other fall 2020 shows that are finishing up, as well as previews for winter 2021 that I'll be getting into soon here as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.